All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to Mask and Cowl. That has been. I am Justin. Welcome to another episode. Today we had a Spider-Man trailer, brand new day, first trailer drop. So we wanted to get on here and talk about that. Don't have a lot of time today, so we're gonna do a quick one. Get this out.
Emergency pod.
Yeah, sure, emergency pod, whatever. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Um, that'll be the main thing. If we have a little bit of time at the end, we could talk about some other stuff. But for right now, we're really just gonna focus on this. Um, it was a lot of stuff. I had some notes. You can see I got the trailer pulled up here. I'll go ahead and just show it actually, since we're mainly talking about this and we're starting with it. So you guys can see there, we got the trailer ready to go, and we're gonna just be like looking at random a few spots as we talk about it here. Um, let's see notes here. Uh,
First of all, it's a
yeah,
it's a beautiful movie.
yeah.
Like
I
in
think
terms of
this
like
movie
trailer,
looks gorgeous. Yeah, absolutely.
it looks. There's sometimes where the mask connection is a little CGI. He pulls it down. You don't see him. You know how Toby would pull it down, and he'd go all the way to the neck.
Yeah,
Well, Tom doesn't do that. He pulls it down his chin, and he takes his hand off, and it's immediately connected. Like it's like, how did that happen? Yeah, right here. I think it happens.
yeah. Like it
Like it.
wasn't connected in the
How does
back, and then when he
how does
turns,
that
it's
happen?
connected. Yeah, yeah. There's
I'm
some
like,
weird stuff
but
there. But man,
besides
this
that,
this
the most part's beautiful.
looks great. This suit looks fantastic. I love the look of this suit. I
It's
don't like the silver web shooters.
I don't
I
either.
like the physical web shooters, but I don't like them being so stand out and prominent. What
I
I was
don't.
kind of hoping was that they were going to start with that, and then like as he gets more polished or whatever, like maybe that's only a prototype. Like maybe he goes through like a couple iterations because he's on
Yeah,
his own now, and he's trying to like this is stuff he hobbled together from like Home Depot or something. That's kind of what I was hoping.
but how
Um,
are the web shooters? He have better web shooters from like his homemade suit in the first one.
I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question. Yeah, I like the dive sequence here at the beginning. That's really good.
It's very TASM 2-ish.
Yeah, I got a lot of kind of TASM vibes from this, but only in the best ways because it's more of like a
Yes,
gray, darker, like tone, but works with him. Let's see. There was something here. I like
that's a
the.
nice shot.
Oh yeah, the eye shot is great. There's some stuff
I
early on. Um, yeah, I like the stuff. I don't really want to get into too much plot stuff yet. Like with the whole thing with him and balancing the life, that's cool. The uh, this this stuff with
yeah
Punisher, he calls him Frank. What's their
yeah,
relationship?
which means that
Are they
they're
on talking terms with it? Is this in the middle of the movie? Is this early in the movie? It's like, oh, by the way, like I'm immediately interested in this
well.
relationship.
What I think that this also what it could mean is also like this is 4 years after No Way Home, so maybe they have interacted in that 4 year period. Maybe this doesn't even address it. Maybe he just drops in and it's just like, oh, it's Punisher. Or we can subscribe to the other theory where Spider-Man might be in the Daredevil season 2
I didn't even
or
thought
in
about that.
Punisher special.
I haven't thought about that, but I have thought about like Daredevil connections because we got this, but I like what you're talking about. This could be like kind of referencing or going into more like the street level stuff. Like maybe him and Punisher have been kind of like have interacted more in the past few years, and so now they're who knows, or it could all just be stuff that happens in the movie. I feel like that's probably most likely, but it's interesting to theorize. I really like it's a weird scene. Like he just shoots him.
Yeah,
Like
I
I'm
don't like
like this is so weird.
how he just
And
takes
then
something and
and I'm like, okay,
the
are they fighting? But he's like, go home, Frank, and he just kind of continues on. It's like, okay, so they're not fighting, but Punisher just shot him point blank with like a noob tube. What I don't know. I want to know what the context of this is. I'm very excited for that. Um, I'm gonna save that one. Who do that's Keith David doing a voiceover, right?
That's what I hear too. I'm
Okay,
like, oh, it's the guy from Community, and like a bunch of other projects. I'm like, that sounds like him.
that sounds like
And
Keith
people are
David.
saying no, it's the Tombstone actor, but like, we don't even see Tombstone, so we don't
Why would
know.
Tombstone be
But
talking about the different stages of spiders either? Like I
I
saw
don't
the
know.
reason I realized it was Keith David. I was like, man, that sounds familiar. And then I saw people immediately in the comments saying, "Is it Keith David as Kurt Connors?" And I was like, that would be cool.
It would be cool, but the thing is, they've already said they're not. Like, I confirmed this. I checked it out. Feige said they don't want to do the same villains that have already been done.
Right, but I don't
So
think Connor if Connors were to be in this, I don't think he'd be Lizard. I think he'd just be
I know, but if Peter meets a guy named Dr. Connors, he's gonna know.
This also, this scene, you guys were talking about this, you and our cousin and everything were talking about this in the chat like a couple days ago when all the clips started coming out. This scene, he was talking about this scene and then like the fact that Scorpion was in it or whatever. I'm talking about the mutation. Before the trailer, I was like, you guys are crazy about the mutation stuff going on. I was like, he's clearly
Yeah.
like injected with the Scorpion venom or whatever, and he's getting sick. After the trailer, I'm like, okay, no. I mean, there's clearly the mutation stuff is going on as well. So that's probably, but this could be a red herring. There's a lot of this is going to be a recurring theme for me. There's a lot of what I would consider possibly like recurring, not recurring, red herrings or misleads in this trailer. There's
I agree.
lot of stuff that I have.
The thing is, I fall for that every time. So,
Um,
like, there's a lot of stuff that I'm like,
this could
when
be.
people,
Yeah. No, I didn't want to. I'm just getting ahead of myself in thoughts. You can keep going.
no, I mean, there's just a lot of, there's been a lot of things in this trailer that I'm like, my mind's racing about what it could be, and then I'll see someone on Twitter make some kind of comment like, I bet this isn't even in the real movie, or I bet this is just all happening in the first 20 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. Like, why are we over analyzing stuff that might not even be in the whole movie?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I remember with No Way Home, the trailer where Green Goblin finally shows up. He shows up on the bridge scene in the trailer.
Right.
Like,
Which
he's
is like
fighting
just
Doc Ock.
the first time you see in the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, this first time you
so
see him,
much
and
more.
that's nothing happens in that scene with Green Goblin.
Right.
He shows up, Peter gets teleported, and that's it.
One thing I noticed, this probably nothing, because it's just dark grungy or whatever. This reminds me a lot of that like secret hidden place from Born Again, where Punisher stays, like Punisher's little secret place.
Yeah, it reminds me of his lair.
This
a little
whole
bit.
section. So like, is it possible he could be in like Frank Castle's like secret like hiding place, like hanging out with Frank or whatever when stuff starts happening and stuff like that, or maybe he's with Frank and someone else, maybe I don't know. See, the thing is, I want that. I want the case to be that there's like a secret thing with Daredevil, where Daredevil is a bigger cameo in this movie. I want that so bad. I have a strong feeling that is not it. I have a completely different theory that I think is more
That's
likely.
I want to hear it. But what if, let's just go down the Daredevil route. Like, what if, because this is the thing that I'm hearing a lot is people forgot who Peter Parker was. People didn't forget who Spider-Man was.
Yeah.
And at the end of No Way Home, Spider-Man is still viewed as a murderer. So how do they get off with just like in this trailer, he's receiving the key to the city? How is he in such good graces as Spider-Man? And maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying, let's just theorize. What if in the first 5-10 minutes it's some sort of courtroom thing where it's Matt Murdock defending Spider-Man and his innocence? I don't know. I mean, he was kind of already doing that with Peter already in No Way Home. But what if they take it another step further with that? I don't. That's just.
Yeah, I'm
there's
almost
nothing
wondering
to
if
tell us that.
I'm
just
almost
thinking.
wondering if they're gonna retcon the murder thing or like kind of move on from that. Like maybe that's part of the forgetting thing. Murder. I don't know. I feel like that's like I don't know how you move. Like you make a good point. I don't know how you move from the hatred that like a lot of people have, but a lot of people didn't either. It was kind of mixed. You had people who hated him, and then you had people who still thought like I don't believe that stuff. So
Well, there's I think Multiverse of Madness, they talk about Spider-Man. So Spider-Man was still like remembered like after No Way Home. Like that stuff, like I don't think that goes away.
yeah, no, Spider-Man was remembered, but I don't know if
You don't think any of the
I don't know.
Well,
I
what
don't
I
know
was
what was
thinking
remembered and
is-
what wasn't.
what would be remembered in terms of like, because when Mysterio unveils that is when he unveils the secret identity. So you could, if you just swap that whole video from people's minds so they don't remember the secret identity, they still think Spider-Man's a hero.
Yeah. Also, like I saw him. Our cousin's a big Daredevil fan. He was talking about the possibility of Daredevil being in this and stuff like that, and how it like ruins. He thinks that if that's the case or whatever, or like the mayor thing. I don't know if the mayor specifically would be given the key of the city, because someone gives him the key to the city. That might be something else.
I think that's such a. I
That's
think
a
people
nitpick, I
complain
think.
about that. It's like, did you really think Kingpin was gonna go 2 whole seasons as the mayor of New York. Like, who cares
I
if he's
think
not the mayor of New
I think
York?
he might, but also this is taking place. Like, isn't Born Again taking place like
Hell's Kitchen.
in line with us? Like in time, like it's 25,
I don't
26,
know.
whereas this is like 28, something like that. So you still
Yeah, I
have
mean, it's
buffer room.
possible. Well, this is kind of in line with us because No Way Home was 5 years ago.
Yeah, but I'm saying like this is even farther. But No Way Home takes place in like 24, 25, I think. Like No Way Home was like a future movie.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
realize that.
But this I think is 28. I think
Timeline.
28 or 29, something like that. Let me see here. So yeah, we got the cocoon stuff going on.
Listen,
I know you're a little upset about this,
I'll save my rant for later.
but so hang on.
Tom's looking bigger. He's looking a little.
So there's
He's
something
looking bigger.
there's something I noticed about that scene immediately when I watched it, because I was like looking for the organic web and stuff like that. Which I think that you're right. I think that because they clearly seem to be doing the metamorphosis, the mutation thing or whatever. So I do think the organic webbing is going to happen, even if it's just temporarily. Which I don't mind if it's temporarily. Like it's comic stuff or whatever. If he got it from the symbiote temporarily for a while, or if he got it from this, I'm fine with it. But
To
my
me,
thing is the way that shot, it could be nothing. I feel like that's another red herring. Like everyone's expecting the organic webbing from that, and the cocoon thing implies that he has some sort of organic webbing, because like how else would he get there? Maybe, but also I feel like it could be a red herring. Well, you don't see the hand.
he's got black trunks.
Well, you don't see the hand, like it's like out of frame like that.
Yeah.
So what if he's not webbing? Because he tries to web. It could be that it works halfway down or whatever. I think my theory, just like tinfoil hat theory, is that someone caught him with web.
Who?
I think there's another spider person in this movie.
You think there's another spider person? Who? You think it's Miles?
No.
Do you think they're doing the Clone Saga?
No.
Darn, that'd be actually dope. I'd love that. And that's a hot take. People hate Clone Saga.
I think it could be Gwen. Spider Gwen.
No.
I think
No.
I think it could be Gwen.
Oh my gosh.
I think it could be Gwen.
Never. I'm sorry. That's never. No.
Because
I would be
what if
disgusted.
okay, what if that voice, the whole time I was watching the trailer the first time, now I do think people are right. I don't know who he's playing, but I do think it's Keith David, and I do not think he's this character. When I was watching that the first time though, I was like, is this Moreland? Are we getting is this gonna be a Moreland trilogy? Like we're gonna get
that would be
that's
so
my thought.
stupid.
If we
More
because Tom's only got these 3 movies, and then he'll have cameos in the future.
If he does these 3, I'll be honest.
I think he will. I think he's signed on for. I think he probably will. But like, I think that this trilogy is going to wrap him up. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm like,
this is the max.
But like, you could do an overarching thing in the trilogy, and they're doing the metamorphosis, which makes me think Moreland is probably like where they're going to go, which is a weird, ambitious thing to do. But like, if you do Moreland, even if you're like there, then you might have to. You do need to bring in some other spider people, because that's like the whole thing.
Is she an alternate dimension?
Yeah.
Or okay, well that's not as icky, but I'd still no.
Or
I'm
actually, well, I thought okay. That's my theory currently. It's not. I'm not super strong in it. I have like a 5% belief in this, but it's my highest prevailing theory.
So you think Sadie Sink?
I think Sadie Sink is either Gwen because of the hair color thing, which I think could be a misdirect also, but it could be Gwen because I don't think anyone would really expect it with everything. It could be Gwen, or she could be Mayday, and she could be coming back in time. It could be a time travel thing, but that would be weird.
I just think that's too messy.
Because
then what is this
I love the
control
vibe of I don't know. I think that's a misdirect. I don't that I had that in my notes. Like what is going on there? I don't think that's her. I really don't. Our cousin was surprised. He's like, "Wait, so is Scorpion the villain? I thought Scorpion was like the. I thought that was confirmed like a year ago. That Scorpion is. Well, I don't know if he's the main villain.
So that's the thing. this movie, the people, and they don't have to do that, but they're not committing to saying who the big villain is. I will say I liked Scorpion the first time I watched the trailer, and the first few times, but I actually slowed it down, like the scene with Scorpion, like to 0.25 whatever, so I could see the suit. I need to see more, but I'm not sure if I'm a fan because I, you watched Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
You remember like the Scorpion? It was basically just like a chest and back thing with a tail and a mask. Like it wasn't a full body suit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what this is as well. This is not a full body suit. And me personally, I prefer the complete full body suit, even if you want to give him a pincher like this Insomniac does. I think this is more it's the next one you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
You see he's got like pants on.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It does look like it's a full exo suit though. Like he's got like stuff down his legs.
Yeah, but I don't know. I wanted like almost like the Rhino in the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like I wanted a full suit.
Okay, well, first of all, we got Banner back, so he's not Smart Holt right now. I think this is the first time we've seen Banner since Endgame, since before Endgame.
I like him in this role. He's not bad.
Yeah. So whatever the Hulk stuff is, that although assuming whatever's going on with the mind stuff or whatever, that's okay. So we're all assuming that that's what's going to happen with Hulk. Someone's going to make him rage out. Maybe it could be typhoid. You might have a point. I don't know. But something I noticed. This scene,
he's huge. He's wearing black again.
Oh, there's that. That's a good point. I don't think we're doing symbiote yet. I
don't either, but I'm just saying.
I don't think so at all. Maybe it'd be a crazy misdirect.
This is I think the black is the red herring in the situation. To be honest.
Well, to me, this place where he's at looks the same at where'd it go? Come on.
Are you talking about the thing with Frank when he falls?
No. Come on.
Before it.
It was before that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right before. Come on. That's the same place. So.
Yeah, because it's got the projector right there.
Yeah, this is Sadie Sink's character. We are assuming.
Yeah, that's the thing. How do we know that?
Yeah, I
People
don't.
Are assuming that.
Everyone's assuming this is her, which it could be. It very well could be. I don't know. But I'm saying if this could be. Well, no, because he, like, when I first watched this, I didn't notice. But watching a minute ago, he is dressed down. He's wearing like a muscle shirt or whatever. So this is probably Peter's place.
What if it's a shocker? What if they bring back one of the shockers because he's got yellow? Nobody's ever said that. I'm just saying.
Well, we already had Shocker.
No, I know, but the one guy died. The other guy could come back. This isn't him though. No. This is probably Sadie Sink's character.
Yeah, this is probably Sadie. But she's looking real comfortable. So I was thinking maybe this is her place. And that's why when we see him earlier, he's surprised by all the web or whatever. I don't know. There's a little bit.
So you think she's
done
the web beforehand before he gets there. And this is before that.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just like, this is the same place as he's in. The very first time I watched it, my immediate thought was I recognized those two places. Like, looking back on it, I can see him down there in the muscle shirt, like, so he's probably,
because that's the projector, that's the TVs.
Yeah, he's probably like at home here, or like this is like a workspace for him or something. So
now, is this a situation though where you're dealing with Scorpion, who has a stinger that makes you hallucinate, and you're also dealing with a villain who, if it can control people's minds, it can probably also make you see things that aren't really there.
Probably, but I'm assuming it's puppeting you around while it's doing that.
But so what? Also, this scene right here with the girl gives up the lady, it goes from her. If you hit play, the next guy it goes to. Right there, the mind controller knows Spider-Man. because the face the guard makes is a smirk of like you almost got me. Like they know each other in this situation. Like they've encountered before. That's the look that the guard gives them. This isn't like a
Maybe.
first meet. I'm also so glad they're bringing Scorpion back because that I I really hope they had. I wish they had done this. I wish they had done the Sinister Six the right way, instead of kind of skipping to it. But um, yeah, I've got. You can keep going. I've got.
I really like the. Oh, this is the. You think this is Rogue?
It's. I know. I think it's just a nod. I think it's just a nod.
I
To
don't
the
even think it was a
fans.
nod, but like I guess that'd be interesting. Um, there's the web shooter. Yeah, we got the silver web shooters. I like the montage here at the end of all the different fights. This. Oh, okay. I want to know what the heck in context is of this because he's in what is the place called? It's in the PS4
The
game. The
rat.
Raft. Is this the Raft?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that's
Could they
like
be
the
break?
vibe I'm getting.
What's that? Wait. What's that guy on the end holding? The blue thing.
Looks like a
What kind of
shock.
weapon is that?
It's like a club with like shock. It looks like almost like shocky type stuff. It's like got a metal bar here, and then it's
Yeah.
like a bigger thing here. So
So also in this scene, do you think there's people around Peter? I'm seeing people theorizing that this suit, there's something that's digitally removed from the scene on Peter. Like maybe it's extra arms. Maybe it's yeah, the symbiote. Maybe there's somebody in front of him holding him down. But they're saying that there's more to this scene than
do you
what
think?
is
Well, if I let this play for a second, it'll bring up the other part. Do you think we're getting Man
this. It's
Spider?
I think we are.
Do you think we're fully getting it, or do you think it's going to be like a almost?
Okay. Do you want me to just go ahead and insert this bit here?
What bit? I don't know what bit you're talking about.
Have my entire thoughts about the trailer. So when this thing was announced and all this, like, nobody knows what's going on.
Mhm.
And all these villains, like, people are saying Tarantula's going to be in it, Captain Boomerang's going to be in it, all this stuff. I just assumed these were rumors. I didn't think they were real. Obviously they're real.
Yeah, it's the montage.
And I was super concerned about all these villains. And the one thing I was like, you know what though, we'll have Peter and that'll be good. I'll tell you what, the parts that I like the most from this trailer are the parts with the villains involved. The stuff I don't like that much are the things without the villains involved. And I'm like, goodness gracious, because I love that montage with Boomerang and Tarantula and him swinging. Now, those are probably what we saw is probably the amount that you're going to see in the movie. I bet it's just
That's what
him
I'm a
talking
little
about
bit
like,
worried
yeah,
about. I mean, it's
yes,
clear. It clearly is a montage. Like those scenes look montage in here.
yes.
So I'm hoping there's a little
I
bit
want
more
to
to
see.
the montage than them.
I want to see those fights so bad. The tarantula one especially looks dope. I want to see that. And like, I don't think we're gonna get that. But to me, that stuff's cool. Listen, I was on the bandwagon where let's get Peter broke and like living in an apartment by himself. But Peter's not supposed to be a depressed emo kid. Like him,
He has
I'm not
times.
saying he's like that. We don't know for sure if that's what he's like, but this trailer makes it seem like this dude is just, hates life. It's just like Peter
You-
does not hate life. He has tough
he
times.
has
but the
he
thing is,
has
it's
moments,
Parker-
but like he's
it's the
had
Parker
rough
luck.
times throughout the first
You're
three
supposed
movies,
to
but
go
he's never.
through-
He's always been like the optimistic one. Even in No Way Home, he gets his lowest, but he's not like. That's not like long term. It's like a short term, really bad pain, and he overcomes it. This could be
Like,
like he's at
Chasm-
the grind.
Chasm 2, his girlfriend just dies, and then he goes out there to defend a little kid against Rhino.
I think he's
Like-
gone for like 6. I think it's like a 6-month time jump or something.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, but this is 4 years. Like, he should be healed by now.
I don't know if this
not
is
completely.
This isn't 4
but,
years.
like,
This can't be 4 years.
This is 4 years after No Way Home. That's
They
the
said
synopsis.
they said first day at MIT.
I don't know what to tell you. That's just what they said. Maybe I don't know. That's what the synopsis said.
Well, maybe
Maybe
that's
it's the first day of
beginning,
senior
maybe-
year.
I don't know. Yeah,
But-
I don't know.
So anyway, the Peter stuff I'm concerned about. Let me ask you: are you okay with the amount that you're seeing of Zendaya and Jacob Batalon? Like, we had
mean-
No Way Home to get them removed from the story.
No, she's his MJ. They're not doing like Mary Jane
You
wants it.
don't have to write them out completely, but they should not take up 40% of the movie.
I do think that Ned is going to kind of take a back seat here, but I think that MJ is still going to be the love interest that he's pining for.
I really don't want to watch 2.5 hours of Peter getting cucked.
Oh, brother, come on. That's kind of just what she does. But also, like, he's got the speech. Also, like, where was it? Okay, first of all, this just freaking.
Do you think there's other arms there?
Maybe. It could be. I have no idea. It's possible.
Do you think? Wait. Let me ask you this: what if he's turned into the man spider here, and he's that right now? His head is different. Like that's
his
not
head
even,
looks like
imagine,
Josh Hutcherson. You can't really see; it's so small here. But like his face, really, in like the clear version, his face really looks like Josh Hutcherson here.
But what if in this scene it's a spider's head and he's got the other arms, and that explains why it's trying to like the ninja's trying to kill him, and it explains why Peter doesn't care about his secret identity because he's a freaking spider. Also, this is.
I feel like if they were going to do that though, they would have just kept his mask on. Like if they're trying to hide that, they would have just kept. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know.
No, because they could have kept that. You're right.
I also feel like the mask would be easier to mask.
Well, a man spider's head is huge. Like it's not little.
Peter does look bigger though, man.
I know Spider-Man's web is super strong. This is not how Spider-Man's web works. How on a stab down do you just web it and break it? Like that's not how.
Well, to be fair, he's stronger, like way stronger than the ninja. And if he has both things caught and he's pulling it, you've got 3 different directions pushing on it. He could easily cancel it out and just hold it in place by pulling it straight out.
I don't like that. I think it makes it look CW.
And then it breaks it. This
right
scene,
here.
Yeah. So
there's people missing.
How many do you think there are? I'm thinking at least 1, right?
I think there might be 2.
I'm thinking. See, this is another reason I thought Spider-Person, another Spider-Person, because everyone's saying, or well, not everyone. Our cousin's saying, Daredevil's gonna be right here, and I'm like, that'd be cool.
I'm hoping it's Daredevil.
I hope so too. That'd be nice.
What about the background?
I think there's another Spider-Person. What about the background?
Do you think this takes place somewhere else?
Well, part of the background is why I thought there might be a Spider-Person, because Daredevil could do this, but like another Spider-Person would make more sense.
So I don't know if this is the real background, but I heard in the leaked trailer, like when the leaked trailer dropped, people got that it was in a different. It was actually inside a building. This scene.
This could be part of the same. This could definitely be part of the same exact fight.
No, well, this exact scene of them jumping up and Spider-Man going at him was inside of a building.
I know, but like this could be taken out like you're talking about. These guys could be the ones that are fighting him in that prison thing. The prison thing could be fake, probably not. But we got the awkward stuff at the end with MJ.
The joke was kind of funny. It was just like, oh, I guess we didn't leave John Watts behind. Like, it was all right.
Well, you got not that. This no.
I have something I want to say about the Punisher thing right here. Can you imagine if, Punisher doesn't know who Peter is. He doesn't unmask himself. But can you imagine the conversation Spider-Man might have with Punisher, asking him, maybe about if you knew that your wife and kids were gonna die, would you have still been with her if you knew that was the future? Spider-Man is not being with MJ because he's scared of her getting hurt, and he's talking with a guy whose family actually died, who's a vigilante, and so maybe he has a conversation.
It's kind of where I picture these conversations being at. That
I think that'd be so good.
But I also think that I think that is definitely part of why he still hasn't told her. But also, I think it's that was the initial reason, and then the longer you wait after that, the harder it is. So you got other compounding problems with it.
What about the theory of do you think Ned and MJ remember Spider-Man? Like being with Spider-Man?
I don't think so.
Because there is a scene, I think it's either in Tom's room or in their apartment where you see a collage of Spider-Man in the background. Almost like right there. So either he's taking pictures for the Bugle or Ned and MJ are trying to piece together
Well,
like why.
yeah, this is not Peter's. There's no way this. I don't think this is Peter's house. I think this is their
Okay, so
house.
then why do they have a bunch of pictures of Spider-Man up? Why are they watching the news of him getting the key to the city? Are they trying to piece together why they're friends with Spider-Man, but they don't remember why?
Maybe. You think we're gonna get another like?
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Just, I don't know. Like, I feel like this trailer dropped this morning for context and like time purposes or whatever, and you like in the comments, not in the comments, in our text conversation with us and our family members or whatever. Um, I feel like you guys have been kind of crapping on it all day.
So, I hate the organic webbing stuff. Listen.
Do
They're
you
comic
mind
book
it
movies.
in the context if they do man spider?
Yes, because I think the extent of listen, I love Spider-Man. I get these are comic book movies, all that stuff. But there are certain things that I think are goofy and too far in the comics, and I hate when those get adapted to movies because I'm like it was too goofy for the comics. Don't try and do it for the movies. I think the Clone Saga could be something cool. I had not acknowledged that's not something you can really do in the movies because it's just too convoluted. The Man Spider thing, okay, the bite is just supposed to give him, heightened sense, speed, and strength, all that stuff, agility, whatever, like a spider. Makes sense. Moment that you say like, oh, but he's mutating into a spider, like then you're getting, to me, I don't. That's not Spider-Man to me. I've never wanted him to actually be like a spider. People saying, "Oh, it makes sense that he shoots webs." Really? Like, if you're gonna say that he should be shooting it out of his butt. Like, honestly, why in the world would they ever? There's not a hole there, people. Why in the world would they ever come out of his wrist?
It's cool,
It
but
doesn't make sense.
wait. So do you just in general not like the Moreland stuff and all that?
Do you know the spider totem stuff?
Loosely, like I looked into it
I
a couple years ago when
hate
I was.
that.
Yeah,
I
okay.
don't. They're not doing that here because they would not. They wouldn't dare. But spider and totem stuff is one of the worst things that ever was put to page, in my opinion.
I
Because I
kind of
like
like that.
I like random chance for how we get our heroes. Like it just so happens Peter Parker was the one that was bit, and thank God he was because he is the best. I don't
So I
like the
guess
fact that you were the chosen one. It's just like then that takes any sort of randomness out of it, and I don't care.
so. I guess that kind of I'm gonna go ahead and hide that for the rest of the
The the
conversation. I guess.
the spider totem, for those who don't know, is basically there's a spider god who chose Peter Parker to be bit by the spider. There's a storyline that covers that in the mainline Amazing. I'm not sure if it was retconned or not.
But isn't
It could have been.
it doesn't that also doesn't it also tie in with all the other Spider-Man and all the multiverses and everything like that? Like there's got to be
A
one,
lot of them, and that's
Moreland
why
just kind of
there's
hops
the
around and eats them or kills
yeah. There's a bunch
vampires.
of yeah. It's Moreland and his. There's like a whole family of like
Right,
vampires
they're
that they
like
feed
spider
off
vampire
of
people.
the spider totems.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's happening in this.
I think that
I really don't.
I don't like I don't think or want that to happen in this movie, but I kind of would like that to be the overarching in the
I
background
think it's
villain.
too much.
I
Because if you're gonna do that, you have to make it a multiverse trilogy, like a complete multiverse. Like you have to. You're not gonna spend hardly any time in this New York. You're going to other New Yorks. You're going to other dimensions. You're not spending time in this one.
maybe or like but I mean if the people are coming here like it's I agree it has to have some multiversal stuff, but if like it's focused on our Peter, then like it would make sense that it gets brought here. It's big. It's gonna be bigger, fantastical by the end, but like it can still take place here. It's just gonna get more zany as it goes. Um,
Yeah, I, I, I do like the interaction again between Spider-Man, Punisher, Spider-Man, and like all the fight scenes with the villains All this stuff to me looks good. I'm a little worried about the Peter stuff. Worried about the MJ Ned stuff.
I'll be honest.
But besides that,
You, this trailer has me so hyped. Like if I gave scores to the trailer, this would be like a 9. Like I am so hyped for this trailer for this movie now.
I'm
I was like,
I'm
I was
I'm skeptical, but gonna let it wow me.
I'm kind of the opposite. I was skeptical. I was like, I like the idea of like the street level Spider-Man movie or whatever, but I was like, oh man, you're throwing it like you were talking about all these villains that were rumored. Um, yeah, Scorpion was cool. I like that, but you bringing in Punisher, which I thought was cool. That could still be street level, but then you're bringing in Hulk for some reason, and like all this, and like people were talking about like
Yeah.
the possibility of him doing the metamorphosis and all that, and I was like, that's too much in the context of this and the way they're looking. I think it works.
I don't like it. Well, I got one. Can you imagine if there is a scene
The suit looks so
where
good.
he does become Man Spider, and we get a fight between Man Spider and Hulk?
That'd be that'd be freaking cool. That'd be awesome.
I think it's whack, but I think that's gonna happen. I'm telling you, I think it's gonna happen. Uh, oh, also, what is causing? Let me ask you. Here's another thing that I think is so stupid. Why is he mutating? Do you know about the latest theory?
It's because he pushed himself too far. Like it's supposed to be like a long drawn out thing, but because he pushed himself so much, and he is pushing himself so much that his body is in like it's like it's almost like hyper aging, or it's like hyper it like sped up the metamorphosis process. Is from what I
It's
understand.
because it's well, the theory is basically you kind of said it. It's like the inverse of Spider-Man 2, where he really didn't want to be Spider-Man, and so his powers were leaving him. You know, and in this one, he's delving so much into being Spider-Man and rejecting the Peter Parker side of his life, like saying like I don't need a life, I don't need a life, just emulsifying himself in this, that his body's literally mutating based off of that. And I think that's dumb. I think that's
I don't know.
stupid that you can.
I heard that it was
I
at least in the comics anyway. The man spider metamorphosis or whatever was basically because he, it was something that was, I hypothetically was going to happen anyway. It just got sped up because of
That
he
might
just fought the Sinister Six, and so it sped up his like the process because he like really overexerted himself. So his body went into like I can't think of the term for it,
hyperdrive.
but yeah, but kind of, but like his
I
body like went into like fight or flight panic mode or whatever, like after he survived it, and it just kind of sped up the process or whatever, and so for
That
it
may be true.
overcompensated.
That may
Um,
be true, but I still don't like that because like that means Spider-Man can't ever push himself to a certain limit. Like to me, that's so. I don't like this stuff of like, oh, you can't go two because you'll
well, I don't
overheat and you'll
no, I
turn
don't
into a
think
giant
but
spider.
I think it's like once he conquers it, it's like okay, that's we don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah, I don't like the whole once you mutate through that, then you come like the
Well,
narration,
maybe not
you become
necessarily that,
reborn.
but like he gets like a cure or something or whatever, with like Banner or whatever.
Well, he's got a regulator for him and Hulk. Maybe he'll have one for Peter.
Maybe. I think
Because
the suit looks so
it's
good.
funny, you were able to tell who all saw She-Hulk when they're like, what's on Bruce's arm? He's got something on his arm, and you're like, this somebody didn't watch She-Hulk. Like it's the first episode. Um, but yeah, I love the scene of him upside down, uh, hanging off the whatever that is, the beam.
Yeah, yeah.
It again, there's a lot of
This
beautiful
one.
shots, and I hear people.
Yeah. I normally don't like when movies are gray like this or whatever, like kind of the Inception look or whatever. It works for certain ones. Like I think Inception, it was kind of novel at that time. The Dark Knight
Yeah,
trilogy is like that. But I think that this kind of works because you also have like the gray and then you have the pop of the
yeah,
near perfect
it does
suit.
allow him to stand out more.
Um, man, I also love the montage and all
The montage is great. It's probably my favorite scene of the whole trailer.
this scene. Just the isn't that the like the Spider-Man one, like Amazing
Yeah, I
Spider-Man one?
wish it was lit better. I'll be
Yeah,
honest. This scene,
that the
the
montage
gray
itself
is
looks
okay except for that.
the
I'm not
mon
okay with. I wish that one was brighter.
yeah the montage itself specifically though, I do think looks a little off CGI wise.
It
Maybe it's
looks
because
like
it's all slow.
stills.
It's all slow motion ish. Or maybe he becomes Man Spider in that scene. Because maybe I don't think. See, I think that the eyes
I think
here.
it's a different scene. The eyes are a different
Yeah,
scene.
I do think the eyes are a different scene. Yeah, this is Tarantula, right?
This is straight from a comic panel, by the way. Like this
Yeah, I
scene.
saw multiple shots taken that people put the panel next to or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I
It's just
love that.
so
I
cool.
really hope we get this full fight. I really love when Spider-Man fights foes who are like physically a match for him.
Got Boomerang there. So cool.
The suit's so nice.
This suit is awesome, man. I don't like the you can't even see it on your screen share because it's so
Yeah,
blurry.
the big silver
The big
shooters.
silver shooters. I don't know. Well, okay, so yeah, that's Spider Man. Um, we'll go ahead and wrap that up
Wait,
here.
did you have any other predictions of like what is going on? Like, what do you think about the whole thing about it? Like Sadie Sank being Jean Grey, and she's controlling these people to crash that tank into the CDC, the DCD, whatever the CDC, whatever the Department of
for
Damage Control,
CDCD,
DODC.
whatever it is.
Like she's crashing that. She's controlling people to crash in the tank to free her.
If that's her, which it could be.
Well, I
It could
wish
be. She could be Jean Grey. I don't personally have a problem with that. I know some people do.
I hope she's Typhoid Mary, because I don't understand. Well, here's the reason why I think it might be Jean Grey. And it's a stupid reason, but apparently she is cast in Secret Wars.
Could be.
Like, why would you cast a villain to be in Secret Wars?
Well, do you think she's a villain though? Is a thing? 'Cause
Well,
I still don't know. I still don't know if I believe that she's a villain. I feel like that could be another one of the Mr. X. Because like, what if if she is Spider Gwen or if she is Mayday Parker, that would be reason enough for her to be in.
what if this whole thing is Dr. Xavier doing it, and it's him breaking Jean Grey out? That's weird. I'm just throwing that there.
That's really out there, but I mean, maybe.
There's no chance. I yeah. Here's what I think, just based on the Scorpion stuff as well, is I think let's just say it is Jean Grey and she's doing this stuff. I think first of all, I think that's stupid. I think you should build the X-Men separately in their own movies. But if she breaks out, I think she's going to do something to maybe even people close to Spider-Man, but definitely people close to Scorpion. Because him saying, "Get out of my way," he's going after somebody and Spider-Man's trying to stop him. And it's somebody that Scorpion's almost like saying, like, you know they deserve it. So I think Scorpion is trying to go kill Sadie Sink's character, Jean Grey, whoever, and that's why Spider-Man's fighting him, to stop him from doing it.
Yeah, it could be. I'm not convinced that Scorpion. I think Scorpion is definitely going to have a bigger part than like these
Yeah.
people, like the montage
I
people.
think he's...
But I don't yet think he's the main bad guy.
We think that you think there's an unshown villain that's the big bad.
I'm really hoping that like what we're seeing here does not actually tell us like what the main stuff is, if that makes sense. Like if this is like the metamorphosis is going to be the big thing. Well, I think there's going to be certain things because I think whatever's going on with the hand, that seems like that's going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's a one-off. I think the hand is going to be involved with this somehow. And the metamorphosis is, but like Scorpion could be the big bad or it might not be. We didn't see any of Hulk. We don't know what's going on with that. Also the mind, whoever's doing the mind control stuff or whatever, like you were saying, it looks like they're like, it's not like they're just turning them to do their bidding or whatever. They're like, it's almost like they're possessing them, like mentally possessing the people. So I'm like,
yes, they're hopping to each one.
It's not
like a
Hulk. Banner says a line. He's like, "What'd you say your name was?" or whatever, or something like that, or whatever. I saw this theory. Like I've had the theory before. I think I've talked about it on here about like maybe Happy was the one who, like, if anyone in the world could remember Peter, it'd be Happy, because maybe at the last second Doctor Strange remembered that was the last person he tried to name and just put that in there. Didn't work. Didn't end up happening, but I always thought that'd be cool. I have seen this theory before though. They're like, what if Hulk is the only person in the world who remembers Peter because Hulk heals? And like, what if Hulk remembers him and through that, like, he can remind Banner or something like that? But like Banner doesn't know yet. But then like over the course of the movie, he remembers him.
Yeah, I mean that was part of the storyline that people are bringing up, like with the metamorphosis is I think that's a part of it with Hulk remembering Peter.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that's one thing I'm wondering about. I don't have it up anymore, but yeah. So there's that. I'm so excited for this movie. This is definitely
I just
this would be my most anticipated movie if it wasn't for Doomsday. This is more hype for me personally. This trailer hypes me up more than any of the Doomsday trailers we've seen so
I
far.
have a question for you in terms of like with these movies. Can the MCU succeed if either Spider-Man or Doomsday, if one of them is bad?
Yeah. Well, I don't think if one of them is bad, I don't think that it um
If one of
lose.
them is bad, which one would you say they'd hope to be good?
What do you mean?
I'm saying like if one of them had to fail and you ask the MCU, like which one would you sacrifice being bad? Doomsday or Brand New Day? Sounds like a stupid
I
question,
feel
but
like it'd be Brand New Day because it's not
it's
Avengers,
not all of it. But the
right?
thing is, this
But
is one that
if
might
you
be
ask me which
establishing
one
new
is more likely
characters.
to be better, I would hands down say Brand New Day.
Yeah, I'm concerned with the metamorphosis. I don't like that, but I guess I guess I like my super. It sounds weird, but I like my unrealistic superheroes more grounded in like. If you're gonna be unrealistic, don't go too far for me because I don't like it that far. But all in all, I'm glad it dropped. The marketing part of it being 1 or 2 second drops, people hate on it. Listen, I hate it too. I wanted the full trailer, but in terms of marketing, it was great for them because it had everybody talking about this trailer
Oh, the clip thing.
all day long.
But you talking about
And then,
yesterday or the day when they were
yes,
doing all the clips? Yeah,
yesterday.
I didn't
Yeah.
like it, but it didn't bother me at all. I was like, I didn't like it. Not that I didn't want them to do it. I was just like, I'm just gonna wait for the trailer. Like, I watched the first like two or three, and I'm like, keeping up with these is annoying, and they're all. I have no
Yeah.
context for how, like, all
But
those clips
it
were
was
in this
content.
trailer, and it was kind of more well put together. So I was like, they're gonna do the trailer soon. I'm just gonna wait for. I watched the first, like I said, like two or three, and then I was just like, I'll just wait.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't like the method, but I didn't. Yeah, it didn't bother me. I was just kind of annoyed by like the little clips, and I'm like, I'll just wait for the trailer. So that's the Spider-Man trailer. Very exciting stuff. It immediately boosted up. I was very excited for this movie, but I didn't know if it was probably my top three, definitely my top five for the year, most anticipated. It's definitely number two now, and it
Yeah.
might even be number one above Doomsday.
I'm
But like
just
Doomsday just has
scared.
so much more potential. But I love the look of this. I'm so excited for this. I'm so happy. I'm very hype. Probably gonna see my number three on Friday, most anticipated movie.
Ugh.
Gonna see a couple movies this weekend, hopefully.
I didn't know the Odyssey was out already.
It's called Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. All right. Pretty short one. Either way today. Do you think you got like 5 to 10 minutes for me to say a couple movie
If you
things real quick?
if you got something quick to say, you can go ahead. I don't
Yeah.
have really much else
Uh,
to review.
yeah. I know you're pretty busy. You're visiting family right now. I appreciate you doing this. I did watch. Just wanted to say real quick. I did watch Guardians 1, Guardians 2, and Black Panther over the past week. Guardians 1, way better than I remember. Like Guardians 1 holds up super well.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I gotta just go on record and take back all the crap that like I always downplay that movie. The movie's so good. Um,
What do you
I
give
made
that
it
10?
8.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I made a couple notes. The score, the music is great. Not just the
Yep.
80s music, but like the background music. There's a scene
Yeah.
specifically where Peter is like talking to them, trying to like hype them up. They're like all on the ship in like a circle. And Peter's like being like, we have to do something about this. We have to go and try and stop Ronan. He has it. And they're like, Peter, you're asking us to die. And he's just like, I guess I am. And Gamora says something about like, I've die. I've killed a lot among a lot of enemies. It'd be a good change to die among friends, something like that. And like the music that's playing during that whole scene in the background, is just phenomenal. Music and that
Hmm.
speech is great. I really want a Nova movie or show so bad.
Yeah.
They did so good with the Nova Corps, like in that movie. It's so underrated, like how just good everything
Yes.
looks. There's like the just nameless pilots who have like the Nova looking helmet and stuff like that, and it just looks great.
I wish they would have stuck a little more comic accurate with the uniform, but it's all right.
I
It's
love
pretty
it. I
good.
think it looks great. Guardians 2, Drax is awesome. He's hilarious.
Yeah, he's
Um,
hilarious.
there's so many
What do you
funny scenes.
Is Guardians 2 bad now that you've seen it
It is
again?
not bad, but I think I do like one better now.
What do you give 2 out of 10?
Probably an 8. It started
Okay.
it started lower for sure. It was lower for me, but like the movie's hilarious. The movie's funny.
Is it is
Um,
it anywhere close to the bottom tier of the MCU?
no, 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 no,
Okay.
no. I still
Just
think
want to make sure.
I think all the Guardians movies are good now. The rocket scene I forgot about, like when the Ravagers are sneaking up on their thing, and it's just Rocket, Groot, and Nebula on the ship back at the world. Like the other ones went with Ego.
Isn't Yondu there?
Yondu's there, but he's not with him yet. Yondu is with the
Okay.
Ravagers. They're all sneaking up on him, and Rocket has like traps everywhere, and he's hopping
Yeah.
around just like taking out like scores of Ravagers at the same time, which is great.
Yeah.
And then like he runs out of traps or whatever, or he gets caught between two of them. They're like, "Yeah, not so good with that gadgets, huh?" And he's like, because he's got this whole like thing going on. Like everyone thinks he's like the small guy. He's the like what does he do? He's the brains, but no one really thinks of about him or whatever. But also it's like,
Hmm.
how what are you gonna do without all your fancy gadgets? And he just jumps in the guy's face and like beats the crap out of one of them, backflips onto the other guy's face, and he's just like wailing on him, just like beating the living crap out
Yeah.
of him. And it's just like it's such a great scene because it's like he could just take you out by himself too. It just shows how fully capable he is. And then Yondu
Yeah.
shows up with the arrow and like puts it like right here, and that's when he surrenders or whatever.
Yeah.
It was great.
I want to
really
rewatch
liked
the
it.
second one.
Rewatch Black Panther. T'Challa is fantastic. I liked it.
Fantastic.
Honest, it's probably like to me it's like on par with Guardians 2. Guardians 1's better.
Yeah.
I was still just like it's fine. There's a lot of stuff that I
Yeah.
like. I don't like how fake everything looks in that movie.
Yes. Yeah.
Like
It's
everything, like all the scenery and everything in the background, like when they're on the waterfall and they're having their fight, everything in the background, it looked like people complain about the volume or whatever. Everything looks just super fake. It's not bad CGI, but it's just you can tell even with good CGI when something's fake.
Do you think it would have helped if Black Panther was a character who was more in like a regular city? Because
I think
like
it
there's
would've
no crime in
they-
Wakanda really.
They could have made
It's
it
just
look
to stop
better,
invaders.
but he's got to fight. I mean, he's not really fighting crime. He's fighting, Killmonger,
invaders. He's protecting
which
the home.
the Killmonger thing. There's something I noticed this time watching it. Like everyone's like, "Oh man, Killmonger's a great villain or whatever," blah, 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 all this stuff. I think he's definitely overrated. But like,
He's the most overrated villain.
I get why people like him or whatever. But I was specifically watching for like Michael B. Jordan's like acting specifically. Michael B. Jordan might be the best actor in this movie, or like
I
might
don't
do the
think
best
so.
acting job. Like specifically, he has so many little things he does. Just like
Burn.
little mannerisms that are just really good. That are just extra little stuff he's putting in there that you don't notice, or you think that like that's kind of weird or whatever. But like it's a specific acting thing that it's a specific thing that he's like doing because he's acting, and like it's cool.
Oh no, I was never blown away by his performance.
I think
And
he's-
each time I watch,
Yeah.
each time I watch it, I like his character less. Because the first
Interesting.
time I watched it, I was like, oh yeah, he's a great villain.
I
And
thought
then
he was
the
just
next time I
very
watched it,
hammy, honestly, at first. I was like, I get why everyone likes him, but I'm like, he's super, I thought he was super cookie cutter. I like after this one, I was like, okay, I do like him like a good bit. Movie
What
still
do
pisses me off when it comes to Claw, though. Like Andy Serkis is just so
Yeah.
freaking good, and they
Especially
just
when you watch
wasted him.
Avengers 2: Age of Ultron,
Is
because
he
he's in that
He
too.
is in
He's,
that, yep.
Yeah, he gives Ultron the adamantium
Yeah.
vibranium.
Martin Freeman, I forgot Martin Freeman was in this movie. He's great.
He's great,
Yeah.
except for how they keep saying like, "Oh, you stupid colonist." It's like, okay, dudes, I get it, I get it.
But yeah, yeah. So I watched those three. they're vanity. Okay, I watched your movies.
Those are
Guardians
wait,
1 is good.
you give Black Panther an 8 out of 10?
Yeah, I'd give it an 8.
You're
It's like a
generous.
low
I'm kidding.
8,
It's an 8.
but like to me, like
T'Challa's
just
great. Do you see what I'm saying though? Now that you watched it again, like Shuri, in my opinion, is insufferable in the first one,
a little
and I
bit.
really like her in the second one.
Oh yeah,
I
I mean,
really like her.
well she's got to carry the second one because it's all about her. But yeah, she
I
does
know,
great in
but
the
like
second one. But in the first one, she is, and she's better. She's better in like Infinity War.
Infinity War,
Yeah,
a
she's
little
better
bit.
every time we
Yeah,
see her. She does get better. But yeah, man, like I went back because I like Shuri as a character. Now
yeah.
that like, and I didn't mind her at
Same.
first, but going back to her, I'm like, man, she's not as good here. Like she is kind of like annoying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, Chadwick Boseman is just so freaking good at.
He was
He was just such a
awesome.
perfect casting.
I'll never understand also why they went with that stupid new costume, because his Civil War costume that he wears at the beginning of Black Panther in the tree
Yeah,
when the light goes
I
in,
don't. I
that
actually like
it's
the.
perfect.
I like the.
I hate the purple.
No, I like the purple. I like the purple.
No, I don't like it.
I think it
It's
works.
ugly.
If
No, it's
anything,
ugly.
if anything, Killmonger's suit is worse. Like they
Yeah,
both.
Killmonger's is bad too.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, there we go. There we go. A nice conversation. Thank you for cutting time out of your day. Go ahead and go
Yeah,
get
no
some
problem.
rest.
Spider-Man.
Wrap this up. Let us know your thoughts on the Spider-Man trailer. If you haven't seen it, go watch it and then come back and watch it. Like get your own thoughts and whatever. It's only like 2.5 minutes long. I didn't play any audio or anything from it. We just looked at random scenes from it and discussed it. So let us know your thoughts on it. Let us know, are you excited for it? What are you most excited about? That or Doomsday? Do you think Ben's stupid? Do you like organic webbing? I am
You're
on
a
board with
child
him.
if you do.
I
You're a
agree.
child.
I like it in Toby's. I think it works for the Toby movies.
It's fine for
But
Toby's.
in general, I
You're a
want him
child
to
if you want
have
him to go to that.
I want him to have inorganic webbing. But I'm fine if he goes through phases because of stuff or whatever where he gets it temporarily for a little bit. Like when the symbiote has it and it comes out the top. But
Yeah.
doesn't he get the ability to do it even after losing the symbiote for a little bit and then it goes away? I thought that
I
was
don't
a thing.
remember.
I don't either.
I'd have to double check.
Um,
But and let us know y'all's theories.
what
What you
if
think is going on?
what if this whole thing's a
And
misdirect and the cocoon is not web? It's all black goo.
that's true.
The whole thing, like the whole
Maybe.
thing where you think it's
It could
organic
be.
webbing, it's just in like when he
But where did he
falls,
get it from?
he can't web, but the symbiote reaches down and grabs him. You know,
But where did he get it from?
his
Also,
mom's
tell us who you
house.
think. Tell us who you think Jean Grey might be. Not
mean
Jean
Sadie
Grey. Who
Sink.
Sadie Sink might be. Oh my gosh, I can't wait till she's revealed as like Firestar or something. Like if she's not Jean Grey, can you please just tell us who she is? Like goodness gracious.
That's my new hope. That's yeah, because I kind of think she's a spider person, but
I will be so ticked
my
if they try
hope
and do
would
another
be
Spider Verse.
Firestar
Oh my
would be
goodness.
insane pull. That's my new pick. All right, thank you for watching. I'm Justin. This has been Mask and Cowl. We're out of here.